Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. It's exciting. After all the prelude, all the pomp and circumstance, here we go, Greg, opening night.
Yeah, these teams have spent an entire offseason to prepare for this moment. We've heard all the predictions and expectations, but now it's all about show and prove.
Cranes the three-pointer. Pippen's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Bulls.
Three-point shooting, one of the strengths of Scottie Pippen's game.
There's the lob to Harden. Stolen by Grant. Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Shakes him. Good, and Grant gets the assist. That's 7 points here for Scottie Pippen.
All the height and length of Pippen, a factor there, helping him beat the shot contest.
Pass to Harden, and they get it. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For Chicago, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Hughes against Harden. Hughes, good.
Inside, Hughes can be very dynamic. I mean, his athletic ability gives him a lot of options to choose from.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. 6-point game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
And two teams
nabbing another steal.
I'll tell you what, ball handlers are flat out scared around this guy.
One of the best in history. He's almost 4th in steals all time. And the basket is good.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harden inside the 3-point line. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Hughes. Back to Rose. And got it! Another basket.
And what an incredible feat we've just witnessed. He's now scored the 4th most points in NBA history.
His ability to string together dominant seasons is almost unparalleled. Marshall sets a screen for Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. And Curry pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Rose finds Pippen. Bulls moving the ball around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Pippen's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Chicago. Celtics trail by 13. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Austin making a switch here.
Number 28, Tony Duck.
I didn't realize I was on mute, damn it. I've been talking mess all game.
Here's Marshall. Harden outside. Shot to stop the run. Boston again missing. Bulls leading by 13. Now here's Rose. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Marshall passes to Harden. 6 to shoot. Count it. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
If you give Harden even a sliver of space in the mid-range area, forget about it.
Pippen outside. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
How dare you?
Excellent all-around performance so far.
I told myself I wasn't going to keep shooting threes.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
So it's Boston now, down by 15. Here's Delp, who's covered by Rose. It's good.
Oh, shit, I thought he got that.
7 points.
Harden's so good at getting the shot he wants and making tough shots when he has to. Great agility.
Harden against Hughes. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip.
Yeah, I heard acting like Julius Randle, just holding the ball.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Harden. Following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Walker
pick it up.
the floor. Pass to LaFrance. Deflects the pass. Hughes with the steal. Here's Pippen. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Yeah, Hughes does a nice job reading the circumstance,
Got
reading
him.
this guy, and coming up with steals. Because
Man got 14 points in the first quarter.
Now here's Harden.
We don't need no Jordan. F. Jeffrey.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock.
Look at him.
And here is Marshall.
Trash.
He's covered by Grant. That's good from
Man.
Marshall on the assist by Harden.
And whenever Marshall makes use of that mid-range area as a score.
Hughes against Harden. Hughes kicks to Pippen. And then Pippen slams it in.
How about that authoritative punch by Pippen? Showing you just how strong he can be on finishes like that.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden against Hughes.
They arena quiet.
And here's Harden. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And so it's Scottie Pippen making highlights for the Chicago Bulls. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly.
Yeah.
The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the wide open shot from Rose. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Rose has got 25 points.
I don't need to do anything
Rose
else.
does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Collison, the pass to Vaughn. Over Rose. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time.
What y'all doing?
Here's Vaughn. Pass to Walker. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
Why are you passing up to him?
Grant finds Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Antoine Walker.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Now I'm playing as my boy Eddie Robinson.
So it's the Celtics now. And you look at the draft this year and the coming years, Clark, a lot more high schoolers are considering making the jump to the pros.
Yeah, you know, and that's always been interesting to me. For some, it's the right move, but for most, that's a significant jump that shouldn't be made. But there is another pathway with the NBA founding the Development League in 2001, and that could give some of these high schoolers who may not be ready for the NBA a chance to gain some additional experience.
Back to Collison. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Vaughn. Will it go? Robinson with the block. And they force the shot clock violation.
I was already there, man. We are about 30, yo.
Take a look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Van Vliet looking around. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no sign
They was battling
of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
LaFrancis checked in for the Celtics.
Let the bench play the game out, man.
3 to start the fourth quarter. Vaughn, the pass to Walker. Collison with the screen for Walker. Clock at 6. Pass to Vaughn. Stolen by Van Vliet.
Oh!
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. On the wing, Walker, covered by Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds.
Right, that's what I've been saying. Why they got to run it out of bounds?
Marshall, he's checked in for the Celtics. James Harden comes in for Walker.
Oh, they saying he tipped it out. Okay. Marcus Fizer. Corey Blunt. Trenton Hassel.
And so it's Boston with it. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. To the middle. Robinson, that's good. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Just 4 to shoot. And LaFrance gets it to go.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Chicago.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Marshall.
Yep.
And something we've seen the last couple of
Done,
years,
son.
more and more overseas players, Greg, making their mark in the NBA.
Yeah, Dirk led the way a few years back, and having a big star like Yao Ming come into the league, the NBA might explode
Bum ass.
in overseas talent.
Walker's checked in for the Celtics.
Number 8, Antoine Walker.
Nobody guard me. Hurry up.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Back to Van Vliet. Six to shoot. Pass to Fizer. Marshall with the steal.
Damn it.
Walker with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Shot's good by Walker.
Flashing that long-distance shooting ability. The D must get out there on Walker at the three-point line.
Here's Blunt.
Got Fozzie right there.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Corey Blunt has
And
never
guys,
done that in his
he's
life.
not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Well, you're going to get the 8 seconds.
1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Robinson on the wing.
Oh.
Pass to Blunt. Here's Hassel. Drills it from outside.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks.
I thought you were going to keep
the lead.
kind of cross.
Field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated
Oh!
as these teams face each other going forward.
Lob.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Scottie Pippen.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Walker in the post, guarded by Robinson. And counting the shot.
It took him forever to get to the damn animation.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems
got like
for whomever he's facing.
30 pounds on Eddie Robinson.
Chicago
What is this little table over here on the right, man?
They're on an 18-7 run. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Robinson.
Throw the damn ball down here, bro. I ain't see you, Nazi. My bad.
And then Robinson slams it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Mason against Harden. And there's a whistle.
That's a
That's going to
charge.
go on James Harden.
Yeah.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Bum.
Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the
I don't
middle
think
of
I even
things and
seen
made
Marcus
a play.
Fozzie get a bucket.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Run out the clock, y'all.
Mason looking around.
It's a victory.
Here's Robinson. It drops.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And so Chicago takes this one and by a big
Nobody
margin.
wants to sit here and watch the ball
To
get
come into
dribbled
an
out.
opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.
Cut the music. You damn jerks. I gotta figure out what the thumbnail's gonna be. Alright. I get 2 sets of highlights. That's probably gonna be the thumbnail. Hitting threes. Ah. 32 and 9. D Rose at 25 with 7 assists. Horace Grant almost had a double-double. E Rob 12. Larry with 7. Van Vliet with 7. Pfizer with 6. Curry with 5. Nazi with 4. Hassel with 3. Blunt with 2. Did I not do their depth? Or just because they were playing so bad they didn't put these other guys in? This bum. I blocked his one shot. Walter, Kentucky legend right there. This bum. 3 turnovers. Got more turnovers than points. Bum ass. Parapinko. Got dealt, another Kentucky legend. He went to a school on the other border. Still had 12. Antoine was 16. Danielle had 17. All right, y'all. Stay tuned. Stay smart. Stay safe. Remix.